Live from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, it's the NLL Saturday Night Showcase as a heavyweight tilt meets Co-op Field. Good evening. This is the Countdown to Face-Off presented by Castor. Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Amran Wahidi with you this evening as the Saskatchewan Rush take on the Buffalo Bandits. The top two teams in the league, all eyes are on this one. And it's not just because of the offense, but that's what I want to focus on as we come into this, because keep your eye on Dane Smith tonight. That guy is in another level this season.
78 points so far this season, Cody. There's a really good chance we're going to see his 400th career goal tonight. He sits 11th all-time in NLL scoring. And I hate to say it, Rush fans that are watching this, but I'll tell you for free right now, Dane Smith is the best right-handed forward in the league. 8.6 points per game. That's just insanity how good he's been.
And speaking of right-handed forwards, Saskatchewan's going to be without Robert Church this evening. He is away from the team, so look to Austin Shanks to fill those shoes. He's got 20 goals this year, but Austin Shanks, keep an eye on him. He's heating up as of late.
Yeah, certainly. Austin Shanks is a big free agent signing in the offseason, a guy that wanted to come here to Saskatchewan, knows this Whitby offense oh so well, and he's finally settling in, finding his spot. He's adopted the nickname Automatic Austin the past few weeks. He's been heating up 43 points this year, and the Rush, as you mentioned, with no Robert Church, going to have to lean on him tonight.
Wow, what a matchup we've got here. Forwards, defense, goaltending, this has it all. Winner of tonight's game is going to be sitting top spot in the standings when they wake up tomorrow morning. Buffalo 4-0 on the road, Saskatchewan 4-1 at home.
Cody, you mentioned it, the offense, 15 goals a game for Buffalo, almost 13 for Saskatchewan. Two great defenses as well, averaging under 11 goals per game. Penalty minutes, though, this is the one that interests me. Buffalo at 219, Saskatchewan at 100. So Buffalo, you got to stay disciplined tonight if they're going to come out on being in first place tomorrow morning.
Well, the penalties is going to be important because if you look at the power plays, Buffalo's a little bit better. It's still in the 40% range. They're sitting 8th in the league right now at 43%. Saskatchewan has the second best penalty kill, though, at 62%. Will be an interesting one when it comes to that regards. As for the defensive side of this one, couple of big changes for Saskatchewan. No Matt Accioni, no Isaac Enju in the lineup. Jarrett Smith does check in, though. He comes off the injured reserve list. For Buffalo, Sam LaRue and Lucas Nielsen will be their scratches. Let's take a look around the NLL before we get rocking and rolling here on a Saturday night. Two games yesterday. Georgia 15-9 winners in Ottawa in the road. Silence the Canadian Tire Center. 15-9 the final there, and it was Rochester doubling up Albany. 14-7. Rochester ended that game on a 6-0 run. Still got a couple of games coming tonight. Colorado take it on Calgary in the Loud House, and then it's Halifax in Vegas to battle the Desert Dogs. That one's coming up in, well, it's a couple hours time. But let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. Matt Vince gets the call. The legendary 42 years old, playing as good as ever. 8-1 on the season, 10.55 goals against average. A save percentage of .790, but in his career, 5-6 against the Saskatchewan Rush. He's won his last 4 regular season matchups. Across the floor from him, it'll be Frank Scigliano going for Saskatchewan, the big number 92. Frank Scigliano, 7-2 this year. Did miss a little bit of time, but Thomas Kaisak stepped in, filled his shoes quite well. Goals against average of .960. That's second in the NLL. Save percentage of .791, but he's 1-7 against the Bandits in his career. Hey, win-loss, not always a goalie record, but this is a goalie matchup that everyone is talking about. It's Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Amran Wahidi with you. John, when you look at the goalie matchup here, what excites you?
I would definitely say watching two of the best in the league going head-to-head. I'm an ex-goaltender myself. I love seeing a great goaltending battle. And hey, what a better test for a goaltender and defense than these two offenses. Tons of firepower out here. Saskatchewan, almost 13 goals per game. Buffalo, first in the league at 15. I think, you know what? No disrespect to either goaltender, Cody. We're going to see some high scoring. I hope you mash the over on whatever betting site is your preference today. This is going to be a heavyweight tilt.
Well, and I'm looking looking forward to the battle at the stripe here. We got Connor Farrell and Jake Naso, couple of Americans out of New York doing battle. Farrell 59% at the dot, Jake Naso 58.3%. Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway on Co-op Field. Jake Naso wins the first possession for Saskatchewan. It's back to Adam Jake. Rush, they're going right to left on your TV screen, wearing their home greens, black shoulders, white trim. Buffalo rocking their road whites. Orange shoulders, black trim. Zach Mans has the ball right now for Saskatchewan. Leads the team with 52 points. Gets swung around to Brock Haley. All the way down. Keenan's in the corner. Shanks out front. That one off the top of Matt Vince's stick. First save of the game for him. Mike Triolo has the rebound, but he's double teamed on the glass. Ball comes free. Brock Haley ends up scooping it up. Outside for Ryan Keenan now. Keenan's over the restraining line. Triolo's going to head up top. Ryan Keenan out. He'll cut to the middle. Little inside move. Thinking about shooting. Now he walks a couple of steps inside again. High shot, that rings iron. Ryan Keenan will peel some paint off the pipe early. He's got 14 goals this season. That one won't go, though. It's going to count as a shot on net. Saskatchewan regains possession. They've held the ball for the first minute and 5 seconds here as Mike Triolo jogs it up the floor. 13 goals for him. Off to Austin Shanks. Austin Shanks to the middle. That's stopped by Matt Vince. Loose ball scooped up by Thomas Whitty.
Great start here if you're a Saskatchewan fan, but you always know Buffalo's so dangerous. We've seen teams go up on Buffalo, and they just always punch back. What a dangerous offense, what a dangerous club, rightfully in first place, Cody.
They'll run it through Josh Burns, 71 points through 9 games. It's over to Dane Smith, far side of the floor. Backdoor feed, Buchanan stopped by Frank Chiliano, and Jake Boudreau grabs it off the turn.
Big for Frank Chiliano to start solid here. Like we mentioned, just 1 in 7 of his career against the Bandits. I mean, that's what happens when the Bandits have been good for basically his entire career.
Adam J turns it over. Dean Smith had a partial breakaway, lets it fly. Almost had that top corner hit. Frank Chiliano dropped down to his knees. The ball misses the mark, and now the Rush have to work it up the floor. Jared Smith back in the action. Missed about a month with an upper body injury. Now it's Josh Zawada in the lineup for his 3rd NLL game. Ball down to Clark Walter. Off the half wall, runs it to the middle. Gives it off to Mike Triolo. Triolo, outside look, off the mark. Zach Mans grabs it. Little spin down low. Zach Mans now going to cut to the middle. Low to low shot. That hit his teammate who was down on the ground in the crease. But it looks like we got a call up coming.
It's going to be tough to get past this Buffalo defense. They don't have any members of the defensive core that are under 6 feet tall. They're physical, they're big, and they're not afraid to take penalties because they know they can kill them off.
Buffalo penalty number 23, 2 minutes to leave a cross check.
So Buffalo will, as we kind of expected here, this is a team coming into tonight with 219 penalty minutes, 119 more than Saskatchewan. Buffalo's old school. They're going to set the tone physically. They're going to smack you in the mouth.
Rush power play underway. Austin Shanks leads the team with 8 goals on the man advantage. Ryan Keenan's up top. Lefty strong look, flips it. Zach Mans won't take it. Keenan down low. Walter wanted the quick stick, whipped on it. Defender in of his wires. Pushed the ball free for a second. Mans up top for Keenan. Keenan stepped down. That got deflected. Ends up out of play. The shot clock will get reset, and it'll be Rush possession.
Going to be a different looking Rush power play here with no Robert Church. Brock Haley finds his way into the first unit.
You see Austin Shanks move up into that shooter spot where Church normally would be. Keenan will quarterback the unit again. Little back pedal, give and go with Shanks. Keenan, Shanks, little fake, can't let the far side shot go. Mans can't grab it off the turf, and Buffalo picks it up.
Great job there by Nick Weiss, being able to hold the Rush to the outside. Soaks one, causes the turnover, and Buffalo's penalty kill goes to work in Rush territory.
Buffalo not afraid to use guys like Dane Smith on the penalty kill either. They've scored 6 shorthanded goals through 9 games. Here's David Nanacook. Nanacook pushed back by Connor McClellan. Outside Ian McKay, 22 goals on the year. That's a career high for him. Ball bounces past Nanacook, and it gets scooped up by Jake Boudreau. Thought about running, but again, the team's still in the power play for the next 45 seconds. Rush 40% with the man advantage this year. That's 12th in the National Lacrosse League.
Slowly creeping up that number. They had a real slow start on the power play.
Now Brock Haley's up top on this second unit. Mans won't shoot it. Haley down for Shanks. Shanks now opens up some space. Down for Triolo crease side. Brock Haley stepped down. It ended up behind Vince, but he got just enough of it. Reset comes for Triolo. Still have 20 seconds to work with on the man advantage for Saskatchewan. Haley's up top, righty strong look. Brock Haley for Zach Mans. Shooting gallery continues. Matt Vince with another save.
Matt Vince is right now calming the waters for Buffalo, coming into a hostile environment here in Saskatchewan, a place where Buffalo has lost a couple times here visiting Saskatchewan, all classic games, but Matt Vince calming it down, giving his team a chance to get the early lead.
Dane Smith will float it up for Josh Byrne, the New West product. First side of the floor, Kluche cross for Smith. Smith now driving inside. Frank Chiliano makes a save as Smith trying to pull it short side on the big netminder wearing number 92 in green. Byrne has it up top. Shot clock got reset. Shots are 5-2 in favor of Saskatchewan, but the Rush are 0 for 1 on the power play. Kluche again on the restraining line. Step down, didn't let it fly. Dane Smith will walk to the middle. Smith now inside feed, goes off the helmet of Buchanan. I think he was ready for it, but the pass might have come in a little bit hot. Now Dane Smith tries to lay a big check. Ball got poked up for Ryan Barnable.
One thing I love about Dane Smith is a lot of guys, as they get older in their careers, like to keep to the outside. He still gets inside, still gets dirty, and still plays physical.
Clark Walter tried to cut underneath there on Priolo, decided to pull it back. Here's Mike Triolo. Thought about driving inside, up top for Austin Shanks. Ball's going to get scooped there by Clark Walter. 9 on the shot clock. Keenan bobbled it now for a second. Keenan defended by Dooley. He'll drive inside, trying to push this one out. Then a loose ball push got called on Josh Zawada. So it'll be Buffalo possession when we come back. It's been all goaltenders so far. 7 saves on 7 shots. 0-0 on Co-op Field. 0-0 here from Co-op Field in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Cody James and John Fraser. Let's go down to the third member of our team now, Amran Wahidi, standing by.
Thanks, Cody. Thanks, Cody. These teams are no strangers to close matchups, and in fact, last season they had an overtime classic, and if that's any indication on what's going to happen here tonight, folks, buckle up. We're in for a barn burner. It was the usual suspects in that game, with Josh Burns and Dane Smith combining for 21 points. Robert Church pulling up from a sock trick in that one. They're without their leader tonight, but ultimately it was Dehoga Nanticoke who ended that one in overtime. The Bandits took it 15-14. Cody, John, back to you guys.
That was one of the craziest games I've ever called. It was tied all the way through. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. You get the point. All the way until Nanticoke's overtime winner. But we're back underway here. 9:20 left to go in the first. Buffalo in white, Saskatchewan in green. Josh Byrne with the rock right now. Runs it over to Dane Smith. 20 goals, 78 points through the first half of his season. Smith now driving on Boudreau, let it fly. Chiliano made the stop. Smith ends up knocking down Boudreau and gets a reset for his team. Kluche has it up top. Dane Smith's taken all 3 shots for Buffalo so far in this contest. Here's Chris Kluche. 13 goals this year, slings it out to the far side. Burns and knocked the ball out by Haas for a second there. It's still bobbling around. Down to the corner. Fraser trying to drive inside, strip of the ball by Jake Boudreau. Cause 2 turnover for Boudreau, and Messenger whips it out for Matt Hossack. Hossack has Clark Walter up top. Walter's got 5 goals and 5 assists in his last 2 games since being scratched against Calgary. Walter now pick on set by Mance. Finds Brock Haley. Brock Haley down for Shanks. Shanks inside feed. Josh Zawada scores! Jay-Z start the party. It's 1-0 Rush.
Josh Zawada, the rookie, he's been in and out of the lineup all season. He's in tonight, and the Duke product with his 3rd of the season out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And again, without Robert Church on that right side, who's going to step up? Josh Zawada with a near impossible twister crossbody shot. Open for a second, but really, Cody, that was Clark Walter again doing Clark Walter things, getting down, getting dirty, creating confusion. That creates the opening for Josh Zawada, who's able to get behind that excellent Buffalo defense. They're big, they're fast. Zawada found a little space and does not miss past Matt Vince.
3rd game for the former Duke lacrosse star, Josh Zawada. Buries this one as Ian McKay and Jake Boudreau have some words after the face-off violation called on Connor Farrell. So it'll be Rush possession.
That's one thing, if you're the Rush, Buffalo's going to want to draw you into the physical stuff. It's how they play ball. They're not afraid to take penalties if it means they're going to get advantage on you. So don't retaliate if you're Saskatchewan.
Ryan Keenan now. Keenan's going to drive inside. Ball got popped free. It rolls to goaltender Matt Vince.
Nick Weiss is having himself one heck of a game. That's already his second caused turnover in the first 13 minutes here, Cody.
Well, he was leading the team with 14 coming into it. He's got 16 now for the veteran. Here goes Josh Byrne. McKay causing havoc. Buchanan's off the bench. Kick saved by Shiliano. Rebound grabbed by Nanico. Former Albany star. Dozen goals this year. Inside look. Space opens up. Buchanan lets it fly. Shiliano makes the stop.
Great steal there by Adam J. He pushed Nanico to the outside. Tried to pick him. Tried to create some space. Adam J. up to the task. Keeps his feet solid. And Frank Shiliano able to see that one clearly.
Clark Walter now. One-on-one with Weeks. Pushes him to the outside. Josh Sawana's off the bench. Opened the scoring a couple minutes ago. Here's Austin Shanks. Shanks now 20 goals on the year. Finds Clark Walter. Clark Walter now trying to go low to high. That's off the mark. And Priolo is going to grab it in the corner.
Already a lot from Clark Walter today. It seems like every time, it's almost like the Rush have to scratch him about every third game to like that fire under his rear end. He's been lights out since the healthy scratch.
Smith drops it. Fraser won't shoot it. Byrne on a drive on Matt Hossack. Little spin move underneath. Byrne airborne scores! Oh, what a goal! Josh Byrne ties it at 1.
Goes one-on-one against one of the best defenders in the league, and Josh Byrne wins that one. What a goal, what a play. Josh Byrne, 26th of the year for the New West product, and that's just a great one-on-one effort. You've got one of the best in the league at forward, one of the best in the league at defense. Little spin move around Hossack, goes airborne, and that's almost impossible to stop as he's able to get that big frame all the way out. That 6'3" reaching all the way across the net. Heck of a goal there. Highlight reel for Josh Byrne.
He's just got so much ability. He loves to pull that 5-hole as well when he goes airborne. This time, he goes stick side on Frank Shiliano. That's why we're knotted at 1, and it'll be Bandits' possession after a Connor Farrell face-off win. Holtzville, New York product. It's the Bandits forwards run on the floor. Al Buchanan, former 6th round pick in the NLL. Long shot by Cluche. That got stopped by Frank Shiliano. Two of them met past summer Senior B circuit. Outside feed. Jake Boudreau has it in the neutral zone. He'll slow it down through Ryan Keenan. Keenan defended by Weeks. 15 on the shot clock. Ryan Keenan, little back pedal. Walter takes a hit, got the shot. It ends up stopping dead in its path before it reaches the crease.
All 4 Buffalo defenders collapsed as soon as that pass was completed through the middle, able to break up the play. Great job there by the Buffalo D once again. They're just so hard to beat, Cody.
Dean Smith again, big frame, got to the middle, tries a bouncer this time. Able to get it back just over the co-op field logo. Pass intended for Scanlon. It's over his head. Now Byrne has it. 5 to shoot. Double team comes. Still finds a feed out there. And Fraser scores. Oh, crossbody on the run. It's 2-1 Bandits.
It's another thing with this Bandits team. They're able to make all those crazy athletic plays. All their forwards, all their defenders. Look at that by Fraser. Crossbody, picking up the ball and shooting with a man all over him. That's one thing that Chase Fraser and Dean Smith both do well on that right-hand side. They don't need that big step to get away a hard, accurate shot. As you look, Barnable was all the way in Fraser's hands, and he's still able to get that away. Not only get the shot away, but the accuracy to go top corner. That's what you get from Buffalo. It's like a traveling roadshow, Cody. Just so much athleticism in their forwards. Always a pleasure to watch.
Farrell, second straight face-off win for the Bandits as Steve Priolo pulls back with it. Captain in his 15th NLL season. One for Josh Byrne. Byrne now defended by Bobby Kidd III. Got around him, but he ends up on the wrong side of the road. Aaron Pass still ends up in the slot, though. Ian McKay battling for it. Bobby Kidd III smacked it towards the Rush bench. Up top, Josh Byrne pulls up from the logo. Save made by Shiliano. He's got a drop on it. And with 4:46 left to go in quarter number 1, we're at another media timeout. 2 straight from Buffalo. Josh Sawana got it started. Josh Byrne and Chase Fraser followed it up for the Bandits.
happy birthday to Eero. To celebrate 10 years, head to NLL.com/pick'em for a chance to win an Eero whole property mesh Wi-Fi system valued at over $2,000. Again, that's NLL.com/pick'em. Matt Vince, for his career, has a 1075 goals against average, but what's interesting is comparing his numbers in Saskatchewan. In 6 games, Vince has a 12.8 goals against average. Cody, John, back to you guys.
I think the most impressive Matt Vince stat is that he's been to 9 NLL finals. I know in Saskatchewan, hey, he's won some overtime games in the regular season. Hasn't always worked out in his favor, but he's still the GOAT, and there's no debate about that.
Certainly, and any struggles or any perceived struggle, I mean, any other goalie in the league would love to have Matt Vince in Saskatchewan numbers, but tonight, he's been Buffalo's best player. Weathered the storm, Saskatchewan came out hot, and he's got his team out to a 2-1 lead.
Back underway, Mans a quick drive inside, and he scores! Right down Idlewild, Zach Mans ties it at 2.
The only way you're going to beat this Buffalo defense is by making great plays. You could say the same about the Rush defense, and that's what we've seen so far. Nick Weiss has been an absolute shutdown machine on the lefty forwards, but this time, Zach Mans just steps on the gas, does a little Super Mario boing when he gets to the crease and puts it far side on Matt Vince. All the goals we've seen tonight, Cody, they've all been high athleticism, picking corners, beating top-tier defenders. I love it.
Isn't that what you expect when you get the 2 top teams in the league going at it?
Put it in my veins, Janner. We still got 3 quarters left, buddy.
Oh, you know, Bandit Land's enjoying this battle at home. They got to witness it firsthand last year, so I know Rush Nation was a little bit jealous, but hey, we get it on Co-op Field this time around. Austin Shanks off the pass from Walter. Ends up going right back to 9 and green. Walter airborne, stopped by Vince.
Great stop there, Zach Belter. He wore that one right around the belt region. That's how it ended up in Clark Walter's stick. Blocking shots, such a huge part of the game, even with goaltenders like Chiliano and Vince back then.
Byrne runs it to the middle. Just to hand it off to Dane Smith. Smith now back for Kluchik. Kluchik finds Smith. Little double clutch inside, blocked by Barnable. Rebound Buchanan, that's punched out by Frank Chiliano. And then it's turned over by the Rush D-Core. It's poked back by McClellan, and Smith finds Martin.
Love watching Dane Smith play, but it does look like they're going to call the over and back here on the Bandits after the cause turnover by Dane, so a break for the home crowd.
Zach Mans just tied it at 2. Slings one over for Austin Shanks. Austin Shanks now, little feed inside. Josh Zawada looking for his second, misses the mark. Mans on the back pedal. Down for Shanks, finds Zawada. Zawada's gotten 3 on the year. Little pump fake inside, far side, he finds the post. Oh, Josh Zawada millimeters away. And in transition, here goes Buffalo. Weiss the other way, stopped by Chiliano.
Nick Weiss looking for his 4th of the season, but Frank Chiliano coming up huge there in the transition attack.
These 2 teams built in a similar way, or more so coached, where the defense has the green light. You go run and take your shot. They trust you fully. Mike Triolo with it now. Triolo wanted to flip it inside to Haley the whole time. Belter was all over him. Shanks now trying to spin back. Haley still being held in the crease. Bouncer stopped by Vince. Belter and Haley still getting into it behind the play. It'll be Bandits' ball.
2 of them getting tied up there as Belter was on top of Haley in the crease. Haley shoving back against a man much bigger than him. That's what you like to see out of the rookie, battling against big defenders.
Kluchik. Left arm saved by Frank Chiliano. Rebounds fair game, and it's kicked back to Frank Chiliano. Outlet finds Bobby Kidd III, and the Rush defender will head up the floor. 4th NLL season for the one they call BK3. Now it's Mike Triolo, 6'8" forward for Saskatchewan. Inside cut, kick saved by Matt Vince.
Matt Vince making a save like he's 28, not 43. What an athletic save there by Matt Vince. Can you tell these 2 teams might be a little fired up for the battle for first place here, Cody?
Oh, it's a dandy, and we're only getting started. Here's Dane Smith now. Wanted the pass outside. Buchanan, little punch out to Byrne. Shot got blocked there, and Messenger's going to grab it in the corner. Quick ball movement. The Rush able to keep up with it this time.
Mike Messenger blocking that shot with the stick, not needing to use the body. You know, he's going to be one of the guys that's beat up after this one, so if he can stop that with the twig instead of the bones, always a good move for Mike Messenger.
Zach Mans now 26 goals on the year. Make it 27. Zach Mans says, pound your chest, Saskatchewan.
The reverse broadcaster curse by Cody Jansen, adding to the goal total. His second of the opening 15 minutes is Zach Mans. Very similar to his first, using a bit of speed, getting off a shot in tight and picking a top corner against Matt Vince. Using that speed is the way that you're going to get around Buffalo's defense, and Zach Mans is setting the example here for his team. He's got to have a huge night. You don't have Robert Church on the righty side. Zach Mans, the team's leading goal getter. He's going to need to be huge tonight if the home team wants a win.
I know he wasn't happy about how he played against Buffalo last year. He only had one goal in that contest. But Mans, he's got 6 goals and 24 points in 12 games against Matt Vince. Looking to take a bigger role this year, especially with Robert Church out of the lineup tonight. Here's Brock Haley inside feed. Triolo, count it! Oh, that one's right under the bar. Mike Triolo has 14 on the year.
Brock Haley looking like a young Robert Church with some veteran poise there. The old fakey shot into the pass to Mike Triolo. Everybody and their dog thought that it was going to be Connor Haley shooting that one there. Pardon me, Brock Haley shooting that one there. Instead, little inside dish to Mike Triolo. All the defenders moved to block the shot. That's one thing Buffalo does so well. He was able to find a little bit of space there with Triolo.
Hey, you want bread? Go to the bakery. You want goals? Go to the net. Mike Triolo puts himself a foot outside of the crease, and there's not much Matt Vince can do. 4-2 Saskatchewan, 40 seconds to go in the opening frame here on Co-op Field. Ian McKay jogs it in. Vermont Grand, just like Brock Haley. Fraser, far side, defended by Boudreau. Push back, little toe drag inside. Fraser stopped by Chiliano.
Really thought Chase Fraser, no relation, had that one going betwixt the pantaloons on Frank Chiliano. Now Chiliano's going to dash to the bench in the dying seconds here.
6 on 5, 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Zach Mans has it. Brock Haley's the 6th forward. Triolo has it up top. They're going to have to run a play quick. Austin Shanks now. They'll cut to the middle. Floats one. Mans back up top. Shanks down low, intended for Walter. Great stick there by Cam Wires. The Ottawa product knocked it down. Now Priolo and Keenan getting into it late. Clark Walter has a conversation. I wonder what the refs are going to decide about this one. Priolo's getting a conversation with the refs. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. 4-2. Saskatchewan leads after 15 minutes of play.
Don't miss any of the action this season. Head to NLL.com/tickets to get yourself front row seats to your NLL favorite team. All the big hits, highlight reel goals, and star-studded matchups. That's NLL.com/tickets. I'll tell you for free, Cody Jansen. Bandit Land, SaskTel Center, 2 of the places you should be buying tickets to. If you're a lacrosse fan, got to experience a game in both those barns.
Top 2 atmospheres in the league, right? And hey, at the end of that quarter, things did get a little bit heated. Steve Priolo is sitting in the sin bin. Here's what happened. See, Walter gets a slash on Wires. Priolo wasn't happy. The first one, I think, is fine. That's in the chest. The second one, that's in the throat. Yeah, the ref's not going to let that slide.
No, certainly. And then something must have happened after that. So we got the 2-minute minor for the dead ball foul. And then Priolo must have been talking to somebody and using some colorful language. He got an extra 2 for the unsportsmanlike conduct call. So that means you're going to see 4 minutes of power play time to start things off for Saskatchewan. I know Buffalo, they take some penalties. They like playing with that edge. I mean, they can back it up. They're 5th in the league with 58% of the penalty kill.
Here's a look at Buffalo's upcoming schedule, brought to you by Hotel Planner. Calgary at home a week from today, then they go to Calgary. Following that, they'll take on Vegas, Albany, Colorado, and Colorado over their next 4 contests. But the Rush are on the power play for the next 4 minutes or less, barring any goals. The Rush 0 for 1 on the power play so far.
Looking to see what Calgary's going to look like now. They got Nick Rose in goal. That's an interesting trade that happened this week. Now Buffalo. Yeah, how about that? You get dealt, and then you get to see Buffalo twice. How about that?
Well, Jake Naso, another face-off win for Saskatchewan. Now 5 for 8 so far in the contest up against Connor Farrell. Rush on the power play, lefty strong look. Ryan Keenan's up top, Shanks in the shooter spot. Remember, no Robert Church for the Rush tonight. Mance out to Shanks, behind the net. Brock Haley was there. Keenan on the rotation. Keenan spins it back for Haley. Haley finds Shanks, 5 to shoot. Zach Mance on hat-trick watch. Down low, Walter. Short side denied by Matt Vince.
Great save there by Vince, reading it perfectly, staying on that Walter side, and able to get his body over.
Ian McKay has 3 shorthanded goals for the Bandits this season. They got 5. McKay with the rock right now, far half wall. Lefty forward, McKay. Pass got deflected by Connor McClellan. By Fraser, 5 on the shot clock. He'll just wing this one up in the air as high as he can as Austin Shanks grabs it.
Jarrett Smith back in the lineup here, the Winnipeg Jet for the Saskatchewan Rush. Going one-on-one with Chase Fraser there.
Austin Shanks up top for Brock Haley. Rush are without 3 regulars tonight. No Robert Church, no Matt Accioni, no Isaac Inju. Haley and Mance give and go. Righty strong look. Down low is Keenan. Keenan, little pump fake. Doesn't let it fly though. Haley's up top. Low to low. That got soaked by Smith. Mance has it again. Over to Austin Shanks. That one got blocked by Dawson. Punched forward. Dane Smith's gonna have a partial break here. Smith in a foot race. Hossick's on the back check. Dane Smith stopped by Chiliano. Buchanan grabs the rebound. He's knocked off the ball by Adam J, and then Chiliano steps into Buchanan.
That's about everything you want if you're Buffalo on the penalty kill. Dane Smith on a breakaway. I think Matt Hossick got back quick enough just to get in his peripherals and maybe force an early shot.
Keenan flips it. Shanks will play give and go. Walter now. Not about stepping out as Zach Mance there. Mance had 2 of the opening quarter. Keenan, Shanks. Shanks short side. It's behind Vince on the turf, and he grabs it with the mitt. He'll slow it down in front of the penalty box. Buffalo still has 92 seconds to kill up. Buchanan, 16 goals on the year, gives way for Chris Kluche. Former Coquitlam Adnac, Six Nations Arrow. Zips one for Nanico. Bobby Kidd III got his stick in the way. Now he gets tripped up by Nanico. Call coming. And the Rush are going to go to a 5-on-3.
Nanico not liking that call, but wisely heads to the sin bin. As we take a second look at it, Bobby Kidd III scoops up the loose ball. Oh, he gets in there on the leg is what's going to cause it. He's going to call him for the trip as his stick hit him right in the kneecap. And Bobby Kidd III went trailing down, and now for 1 minute 15 seconds, the Saskatchewan Rush going to have a 5-on-3. And if you're Buffalo, if you kill this off, that's a big shot in the rear end.
Messenger's on the logo. They'll run it 4-on-3. Mans and Shanks are up top. Keenan and Haley are crease side. Shanks down for Haley. Haley to Shanks. Shanks flips it. Haley up top. Zach Mance step down, scores! Oh, Bar Mexico! Zach Mance has the hat trick.
As we say here in Canada, he goes Bardowski on Matt Vince. What a shot there by Zach Mance, and you had a feeling Buffalo had a ton of momentum. They'd really controlled the play on this penalty kill situation. The Rush kind of needed that shot in the arm. Just an absolute laser. Crossbar and down behind Matt Vince again. Nothing the greatest goalie in NLL history could do on that one. Seeing eye shot, bar down, hat trick in the first 17 minutes for Zach Mance.
Naso and Farrell going to war on the logo here. Rush still in the power play for 1 minute 35. Barring any more calls or goals. They're letting them duke it out here. Violation called on Naso, and they'll give Buffalo possession.
One thing with both of these guys, Naso and Farrell, they love to battle on the dot. I love the referees letting it go. Let them go toe-to-toe. Let's see who's best and emerges on top.
Not that I didn't like Ian McKay and Mike Messenger taking draws, but the Farrell-Naso matchup gets the people going here. Josh Burnt, shorthanded, spins back off of a Messenger hit. Inside feed, Fraser was there, ball still on the turf. Messenger has it. Lost his stick though, and he's gonna kick it up for Matt Hossack. Now Boudreau's got 2-on-1. Keenan's there, Boudreau takes it, stopped by Vince. Oh, he's robbed on the 2-on-1.
What a save by Matt Vince, but what a little hacky sack play there by Mike Messenger. I know Jake Boudreau played some cricket in high school. Maybe Mess was one of those kids with a hacky sack out front of school.
Dane Smith will hold on to it now. 12 left on the shot clock. That'll bring it down to less than 30 on this rush power play. Smith now, inside feed. Kluche's on the roll. It ends up behind the net. Got the oohs and ahs out of the building, that's for sure, but Buchanan cuts to the crease and then he touches it. Rush will have one more look on this power play here as Jared Smith goes up to Austin Shanks. I'd expect the Rush to run something quick. Righty strong look. Triolo's gonna quarterback this unit. Mans now pick on set. Haley back up top for Mans. Mans lets it fly. Try to get Vince going the wrong way. This misses the mark and Mans is gonna get caught back on defense.
Man steps on the gas here to make
not for long. Not for long.
No, it's Chase Fraser. He wants to make sure they get the full 30, really take advantage of that on the shot clock. That gives Mans chance to run back to the bench and get out a proper defender.
Well, back to even strength on the floor. Buffalo's penalty kill, 3 for 4 so far. Nanakokes up top. Light glove save made by Frank Chiliano, his 12th of the game. Dane Smith gets the shot clock reset. One for Fraser, defended by McClelland. Fraser finds Burnt. Inside intended for Smith. Hossack might have got a piece of that. Now Mike Messenger's going to run. Messenger has Hossack with them, but Buffalo got back in transition, took away any odd man rush opportunities. Hossack for Walter, down to Keenan. Levi Anderson scratched for Saskatchewan. In comes Josh Zawada tonight. He's got 1 already. 3 on the season in 3 games played. Passes it for Walter. 5 on the shot clock. Down to Triolo. Triolo, little spin move, far side look. Save made by Vince. Buffalo will run it up the floor here. Burn. Restraining zone, runs past Bobby Kidd III. 5-hole attempt, save made by Chiliano. Loose ball grabbed, and the Rush will outlet through Bobby Kidd III. 9 minutes to go here, quarter number 2. Jared Smith back off the IR. It's his first game in over a month. Austin Shanks now as Brock Haley causing some chaos. Shanks looking for the inside feed, finds Haley, who's stopped by Vince. Now Walter battling for the loose ball. Still on the ground, couple of bodies in the way, and it'll be Nick Weiss who comes out with it.
Justin Martin physical on both those rush forwards down there. Great job to break that up and scoop the loose ball and get Buffalo back on the attack.
McKay down for Smith. Smith lets it fly. Chiliano makes a stop. McKay set up. Thought about looking for a dunk attempt there. Maybe it wasn't exactly what he wanted. No need to force it. Plenty of shot clock time to work with. Smith over to Scanlon. Scanlon coming off of a big summer, and Langley with the Thunder out of the WLA. Smith feeds Buchanan. Wow, he got the shot off. Save made. Rebound still there. And Mike Messenger scoop and spin. Outlet for Matt Hossack. Penalty upcoming, and it's going to be on Saskatchewan as the forward left the bench early. Rush Nation is rocking, but it's Buffalo going to the power play when we come back. Saskatchewan's up 5-2.
The NLL is now on the ESPN app. Download the app or visit ESPN.com for the latest news, schedule, and scores. Despite playing very close to his career numbers, Frank Chiliano has a 1-7 record against Buffalo all time. That's something he's going to look to crack tonight. Cody, John, back to you guys.
I think that's just a testament right there of how good this Buffalo team has been for so long. I mean, I've been around the league as a broadcaster since 2016, Cody, and it's just like Buffalo's just automatically good every single year. So, again, Frank's playing well, and tonight, he's been great. He's got 15 saves, and none of them have been easy. We're not talking shots, the Bison logo in the chest. All these Buffalo forwards are really making him work. They're getting the chances. Gotta think it's just a matter of time until they start dropping.
Yeah, there's not a lot of easy saves in the NLL. I mean, I'm not a goaltender out there, but I think they would all agree. Buffalo on the power play. Byrne, step down, double clutch. That one goes off the post. Shot clock got reset. Fraser has the loose ball. Bandits 43% on the power play, good for 8th in the league. Byrne, cross. Pass got deflected by Hossack. Recovered. Fraser, little step down as Frankie dancing, and that ball got blocked by Garland. Boudreau can't scoop it up. Buchanan can't. Rush penalty kill 62% this season. Smith lets it fly. That bouncer goes wide, and it'll end up being over and back on the Bandits.
Watching Holden Garland block that shot as Chiliano was down and out for a minute, Cody, reminds me he actually was a goalie up until his early teenage years. It's funny when you see him blocking shots on that one side. He almost squares up like a goaltender and throws out the arm and gets it in front of it.
Well, the Rush do have another goalie in Keegan Bell. Maybe not the traditional type, but hey, they've dressed 4 this year. Keegan Bell is scratched tonight, but he had to back up a game earlier where Thomas Kajzek got his first career NLL start. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Rusher is shorthanded here. Zach Mance, 3 goals already tonight. All at will. Side, Zawada has it. Down for Keenan. 2 to shoot. Fade away. That one got blocked by Wires. Myers will jog it up the floor. An outlet pass finds Josh Byrne. Smith up top. Bandits still on the power play for 33 seconds. Lefty strong look. Scanlon floats behind the cage. Kluche steps down into one. Chiliano got a piece of it. Smith across. Kluche again won't fire. Josh Byrne down low. Pass goes back to Dane Smith. All the way across. Scanlon after the shot clock misses the mark.
And the Bandits thought that maybe there was a missed reset in there as they're having a conversation with our officiating crew on the way back to the bench. There was a great opportunity there for Dane Smith. Pass just went a little bit high as Chiliano was moving the wrong way.
Ian McKay leads Buffalo with 5 power play goals this season. Remember, he put out the back game most of last year. I mean, in all realistic, I think Bandit Land would agree he should have been the transition player of the year, but hey, we won't get into too many opinions. Rush have possession. Austin Shanks trying to go short side on Vince. He steals off that post, knocked to the turf, and it'll be Buffalo ball.
Zach Belter again knocking his man down, creating the turnover.
There goes McKay in transition, stopped by Chiliano.
Speaking of hard saves that Chiliano's made, great save there as he gets the shoulder pads up.
Ryan Keenan, 20 on the shot clock, he'll slow things down. Rush penalty kill does their job on the first opportunity. Keenan now flips it for Mans, does it on the shot clock. Walter driving inside. Mans lets it fly. That got blocked by Dawson. Keenan has it, 5 to shoot. Outside, Triolo, swim move, stripped of the ball, and behind the net. Has to leave it on the ground.
Normally, Mike Triolo towers over defenders in this league. Whenever he goes up against the Bandits D, he looks like normal size. Bandits big, physical, strong, fast, and athletic. Everything you want out of a D-core, which is why they only give up 10.5 goals a game.
Triolo, no goals, 3 assists last year when these two teams met at KeyBank Center. Kluche makes a slash right off the cage by Mike Messenger. Refs let that one go. Kluche inside, shot got blocked by Matt Hossack. Byrne has it again. Byrne's got room to shoot. It goes wide. Off the back of Frank Chiliano. Oh, won't give him a reset though. And with 4:37 left to go in the opening half of play, we're off to another media timeout. Saskatchewan up by 3 on Co-op Field. The NLL is now on the ESPN app. Download the app or visit ESPN.com for the latest news, schedule, and scores. A couple more games in the league tonight. Keep up to date on the ESPN app. Also, NLL Plus is here, and it's free. The league's new streaming service offers fans around the world access to live games, full games, replays, highlights, and exclusive content. Sign up today at NLL.com/plus.
My new favorite website, Cody, especially while trying to not work during the work day. We've talked about the long history of great games between these two teams, and arguably the best, but also heartbreaking, was the big end of the game goal when the Buffalo Bandits were here on June 4th of 2016. That led to the Saskatchewan Rush winning the championship in their first year here in Saskatchewan. You hate seeing Dane Smith like that, but Cody, I'm of the opinion that that loss in that finals is what really set off this Buffalo dynasty. And believe it or not, even though it's almost 10 years ago, Buffalo still has core players from that 2016 Champions Cup. Dane Smith, Nick Priolo, Robert Church was in that one as well, too. Got a ring with Saskatchewan that night, but he is, of course, out tonight. But three guys who know the SaskTel Center well and are looking to do away with some bad memories from a prior visit almost a decade ago.
Well, 70-plus goals that season's a nice thing to have, but 2 rings is even better, and Dane Smith is on an absolute tear in the National Lacrosse League since that date. Back underway on Co-op Field. Zach Mance down for Walter. Clark Walter now pushed out by Priolo. He'll try drive inside. Twister misses the mark. Shanks dives to pick it up, but it's on the turf. And the reset won't come. It's
superhero night here in Saskatchewan. You could make an argument that that loss was Dane Smith's superhero origin story. It's when he gained his powers, became the man who's already got 78 points this year.
Josh Byrne with it now. Over to Smith. Smith now 5-hole attempt, stopped by Chiliano. Garland has the loose ball, and he's got an outlet pass.
Chiliano again, a tough save. He's had Dane Smith's number so far in this one. Dane needing just 1 goal to get to 400 of the career, but so far, Chiliano winning that duel.
Mike Messenger. Cross for Keenan. Walter, the third lefty. Brock Haley up top, room to shoot, and that one got soaked by McKay. Caught it cleanly, and he's got a break. Ian McKay now, 2 Vermont players going south. McKay up top, Smith, back for McKay. Diving, stop by Chiliano.
Maybe 1 pass too many, Cody, but what a save. Call Crime Stoppers to steal your line by Frank Chiliano. Wow.
Walter steps down into one. Vince makes the save. Transition, meet continues here. Nick Weiss has a break. Weiss all alone. He'll ring it off the iron. Priolo scoops it up. The captain runs it over half. Drops it off for Chris Kluche. This guy's just won everywhere. NLL, PLL, MLL, NCAA. And now he dishes it off, and Fraser buries one. He's got his second of the game.
You knew it was coming. Buffalo with grade A chance after grade A chance after grade A chance. It's just a matter of time until these guys find the back of the net. This time, Chase Fraser. Kluche, nice little move there to keep BK3 off of him. Fraser finds an open spot. Barnable just a little behind, as there was a great pick there, and Chase Fraser's going to find that bottom corner. One spot where we traditionally see teams trying to get to with Frank Chiliano is those bottom corner spots. Chase Fraser knows where he's going. He's got 2 tonight.
Naso scoops this one up cleanly. He's going to run. Jake Naso now. Little spin move, and Cam Wire stripped of the ball.
Naso doesn't go often, and Wires there coming up with it there. Maybe a bit of a rookie play by Naso.
A couple of guys who spent some time in Missoula, Montana. Naso playing down there. Wires coaching down there with the Brown Bear Lacrosse Club. Here's Josh Byrne. Drives around Smith to the net. Byrne just bounces this one wide.
Another grade A chance there for Buffalo. Only down 2 goals. They've come back so many times this season, Cody, and you're seeing why. It's just every time they go to the net seems to be a grade A chance.
Zawana for Shanks, and it's off the post and ends up behind Vince.
That ball kind of rolled around, had the wrong English on it. You know the tablet's out on the Rush bench right now. Taking a second look at that one. From our angle, it looked like it stayed out, but definitely worth a second look. We're going to get a replay.
McKay on the roll. Save made by Chiliano.
Just showed the replay in-house. It does. It had some forward spin, some forward English for those billiards players out there, and stays out.
Ref was in a good spot to eye that one down. Here's Austin Shanks, held out of the goal column so far tonight. Zach Mance, 3 to his name. Shot got deflected, rebounds in the air. Keenan now takes a push to the back from Thomas Whitty.
Again, both teams playing right on that edge. Whitty just stepping over a bit. Rush to the ball on a reset.
Man's on the restraining line, down for Keenan. The lefties on the floor. Keenan out to Shanks, 20 goals on the season. Austin Shanks bouncing over to Keenan. Mans is in the corner, does it on the shot clock. Walter sets the pick. Austin Shanks is up top. Couple of pump fakes. The ball got blocked by Whitty.
Buffalo just doing a great job of staying in those shooting lanes, wearing the shots when they need to, and then when you two get it through the Buffalo defense, yeah, there's just man Vince just waiting for you to make a big-time save.
Well, if you want to see why they've lifted the cup 2 straight years, look at the sacrifice they make. Doesn't matter if it's game 10 on the year or the game 2 of the NLL Cup final. Here's Dane Smith. Trying to go down to Buchanan. Knocked down by Jake Boudreau. Boudreau's going to run. Boudreau's got an opportunity on a breakaway. Jake Boudreau all alone scores! Oh no, let's see it cut through the crease. Jake Boudreau unable to avoid the crease. Challenge flags out on the floor. And the challenge flag was out quick. So Jimmy Quinlan, he's saying, hey, we don't have the timeout anyways. Boudreau clearly cuts through. Did he get out in time? I don't think so.
No, I'm with you on this one, Cody. It doesn't look like he's out before that one is in. Oh, maybe. Remember on this, it's not just his feet being in the crease. You have to think of that crease as a giant tube that goes all the way up to the roof here at SaskTel Center. So not only, you see there as he kind of hops out, he's in the air that is still technically considered in the crease. His entire body needs to clear before we can call this a good goal, and I don't think that's what happened. But to your point, Cody, Saskatchewan doesn't have their timeout anyways. They weren't able to call a timeout. Probably wanted to calm it down after that. Take a second look. A good gamble here by Jimmy Quinlan and the coaching staff. But now,
well, I think that's the question is, do you give Boudreau the breakaway, or do you want him to pull it back, call your timeout, and go 6-on-5? I think you trust a guy like Jake Boudreau. He's your guy. I don't think that right foot got up in time before the ball went. But again, quick review, the flag. Might as well throw it if you're Jimmy Quinlan. Here's the call.
The call on the floor has been confirmed. The shooter steps in prior to the ball going in. No goal.
I love that quick review.
Oh, so do I. That one's cut and dry. That one you didn't need 10 different angles at.
But now on the flip side, it'll be Bandits' ball. They'll get a chance to go 6-on-5 here, and they get the opportunity to cut the league down to 1.
Yeah, pretty cut and dry here. You mentioned Cody Boudreau's got the green light. He's got 6 on the season, 20 points for the defender playing transition, but this is the nice edge that you're teetering on. You're giving the Buffalo Bandits a 6-on-5 to close out this half. And how many times have we seen Buffalo do exactly this? Scored late in the first half, come out on fire in the second.
Chase Fraser has 2, Josh Byrne has 1. Buffalo has last possession. Chase Fraser with it right now. Down for Buchanan. Finds Smith. Smith across the floor. Back to Smith, and it's just above his stick. The clock's going to expire. Pass just a little off the mark, and John Tavares' squad won't get a shot off as the clock winds down to 0. Frank Chiliano, 20 saves in that opening half. John, we saw Frank Chiliano have a couple of rough first halves. What was different about his game here?
I think confidence and coolness, right? We've kind of seen this since Chiliano became a dad. It's almost like he's got this air of cool to him. Frankie can be a fired up guy. He's just been calm, cool, and collected, and we've seen it so far. Now we're going to go down betwixt the benches. Amrin is down there with Zach Mance.
Thanks, John. Zach, you have a hat trick so far in this one. What's working for you? What are you seeing out there on the turf right now?
When we're swinging the ball and he's in our speed, we're getting good looks.
And what do you guys need to do for the rest of this game? Obviously, it's a clash of titans right now, but what do you guys need to do to secure it?
We got to clean up the defensive transition. They're getting out and running. They're a quick team, so we just got to get back on defense and be responsible here.
Okay, thanks, Zach.
Well, it's the Saskatoon locals getting it done. Mans has a hat trick. Brock Haley has 3 assists. Nonetheless, 30 more minutes coming up and the halftime show when we return. Well, we got a barn burner in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, live on Co-op Field. It's the Saskatchewan Rush up 5-3 on the Buffalo Bandits. Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Amran Wahidi with you here this evening. It's the Saturday night showcase in the NLL, and boy, these two teams have not disappointed. We knew it wasn't going to be a country club out there. We knew they weren't going to be friends made, but we saw everything at its peak. We saw some great offensive goals. We saw some great goaltending. It got physical at times. But let's get to Josh Sawada, who checks in for Robert Church tonight. He opened the scoring.
Certainly. You said it, Cody. This has been a battle. If you like lacrosse, you're loving this game. We've seen the goals, and you're going to take a look at all 8 here. Like, we're talking highlight reels out of Josh Burton right there. Like, what a goal going through the air. Chase Fraser, that is such a hard shot. He's got Ryan Barnable all over him, still picks the top corner. Zach Mans steps on the Jets, a little one-hopper, and then he decides, yeah, I'm going to do it again. Check out that swim move there on the defender. I believe that was Kluche stuck on defense. Rush again, the seeing eye pass. I love that pass there by Brock Haley, the rookie down to Triolo. Just look at the ball movement. Like, this is what you expect out of 2 teams that are first and second in the league. High-skilled plays. Chase Fraser again running and firing on that one. And again, so good. All the goals so far. The defense has been great. It's been physical, Cody. It's everything you want from a heavyweight bout.
Yeah, the offenses have been great. But the goaltending, on the other hand, hey, we got the top 2 goalies in the league doing battle tonight. Frank Chiliano, Matt Vince, they put on a show.
Yeah, no easy saves for either one of these guys tonight. Every opportunity seems like it's been a grade A shot. Chiliano, he's got himself 20 saves. Matt Vince 16, and every single one of them high danger chances. Guys coming in alone. Boudreau right there. Dean Smith with the bouncer. Normally bouncers will go spinning shots, spinning saves. Like, every one of these saves, great, no easy shots. What a battle we've had so far.
Well, you got with the shots on goal, 23-21 in favor of Buffalo. Jake Naso winning the faceoff battle, 6-4. Power plays, the Rush 1 for 4. Buffalo 0 for 1. Loose ball battle even at 34. Turnovers even at 16. But the numbers that matter, the Saskatchewan Rush are up 5-3. 30 down, 30 to go. More halftime coming up next. Taking a look around the National Lacrosse League this weekend here in Saskatchewan. It's the Rush up 5-3 on the Buffalo Bandits. Cody Jansen with you here this evening. 2 games last night. Georgia hammered Ottawa 15-9 the final, and then it was Rochester going on a 6-0 run at the end, doubling up Albany by a score of 14-7. Going on tonight, Colorado hosting Calgary. The Mammoth have won 5 of their last 6 home games against the Roughnecks. Nick Rose's debut in that one as well. And then it's Halifax on a 4-game winning streak in Las Vegas to take on the Desert Dogs. Quick look at the standings here in the National Lacrosse League. It's a battle for first place here between Saskatchewan and Buffalo in this one. The Bandits 8-1, the Rush are 9-2. Following them, Georgia 7-4 after that win last night. Halifax looking to claw up to 7-4 this evening. Colorado, Calgary, Rochester, San Diego round out the playoffs. Obviously, there's 3 teams 5-6 right now. If you remember the logjam from last year at 8-10, well, it looks like we could be seeing that one more time. Hey, trick plays, windmill saves, and dunk plays are just a few of the things we saw in Week 13 of the NLL. Here's a look at the best from last weekend, starting with a big save by the newest member of the Calgary Roughnecks.
That gate opens quickly denied. Terefenko, who's already on a career high, trying to hit Beltrick, scores! Works to perfection, and Terefenko continues the dream season, and the hidden ball trick works like a charm.
Defended by the young Zach Belzer. Leclerc gets underneath him. Backhands it past Vince. Sign your name on it, Leclerc. Clip it and send it to Sports Center. Clip it indeed, Cooper Perkins. Watch this.
Quick stick opportunity was there, just out of the reach of Waters. Now Fields behind the back and scores. Connor Fields, beauty goal, 7-2 Rochester.
Here's Zach Mans with a head of steam on Stathakis. Skips by the net. Dunk attempt. It goes in for Ryan Keenan.
And the vertical Keenan to really come on strong in the last few weeks.
Absolute barn burner going on this evening here on Co-op Field. Welcome to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Hope of the Rush, you're up 5-3 on the Buffalo Bandits. Thanks for tuning in wherever you're watching from. NLL Plus, TSN Plus, maybe on the C-Dub out east, and maybe ESPNU in the morning. Here's a look at your game leader. Zach Mans has a hat-trick. Brock Haley has 3 assists to go along with that. Dane Smith, 2 assists. Chase Fraser, 2 goals, 1 assist. Both goaltenders making big stops early on. Chiliado's got 20. Matt Vince has 16 at the dot. Jake Naso, 6 for 10. For the rookie out of New York, going up against another New York product in Connor Farrell, who's got 4 face-off wins for the Bandits. Ref is ready, ball is down, quarter number 3 is underway.
Another great battle by both these guys. Even when you take a look at the guys around the outside, Mess and Whitty are just going at it. I love the referees letting these guys scrum it up off the draw so far tonight.
And how about Nasa popping that one out after an absolute war?
It's what he does best.
Rush will get possession, and it's Brock Haley, the former Whitby Warriors star, now living in Saskatoon. Off for Zach Mans. Mans now up top for Josh Zawana. Open the scoring in this game. In the lineup for Robert Church, who's out. Austin Shanks doesn't shoot it. Now trying to force one inside for Zawana. He can't get to it, and Zach Mans can't get the loose ball.
A little bit that, well, you said it perfectly, Cody, trying to force it inside. There's only one way to beat this Buffalo defense, and it's almost by a perfect play every single time. So trying to thread the needle in those tight spots, not going to work out for you all the time, but it's the only way you're going to beat Buffalo.
Byrne over to Smith. Dane Smith now. Goes down low. Pass goes off the glass. Kluchik will scoop this one up. Hosek battling with Byrne. 5 on the shot clock. Byrne kicks it forward. Got it somehow, and Chiliano makes a save.
Incredible how Byrne was able to come up with that. I was already looking down the floor to see what the Rush would bring it on, and Byrne's able to get away with a good shot and a good chance.
Jake Boudreau had a couple of shots in that opening half in transition. Vince denied him twice. Now it's Shanks. Bobbled the pass. Ends up perfectly in the stick of Matt Hosek. Outside, Clark Walton and Zach Mans with it. Zach Mans now cutting back on Dawson, trying to go 5-hole on Vince, who sits on it.
Again, another one for the highlight reel for Matt Vince. Another good save there. No easy saves coming in this one, as this has been a goaltender's duel with some high skill forwards scoring mixed in there.
Fraser looking to feed it down low for Nanakoke. He'll end up spinning it around to Kluchik. Kluchik swim move underneath. Kluchik inside, twister denied by Chiliano.
Great save, Chiliano. The twister I thought for sure was going to go after he blew by Adam J, but Chiliano up to the task, just flings his left leg out there and gets enough of it.
The Rush also without Matt Accioni and Isaac Enju in this one. 3 regulars not dressed for Saskatchewan. Keenan takes the shot. Short side, elbow save made by Vince.
Keenan held off the goal-scoring sheet so far. Mans has the hat trick. Haley's got one in there as well.
There's Dane Smith driving. Pass got knocked back by Boudreau in the crease. It's grabbed by Holden Garland.
So neither leading scorer has a goal so far in this one. That being Keenan for the Rush coming into this one with 48 points. And Dane Smith, he's got 2 assists to bring him up to 80 on the season.
Zach Mans surveys the floor. Now he's going to drive off the post. Ends up kicking it through the crease. He can't grab it, so Thomas Whitty will.
After after a track meet to end the first half. Both teams slowing it down a little bit here, taking a breath, taking some time, because wow, was that ever end to end the first.
Nanticoke pushing off Jarrett Smith. Little flip inside, went off a couple of bodies. Burns in the corner, 8 on the shot clock. Josh Byrne runs it up. Zips the pass all the way across, intended for Fraser. Nanticoke was there. He was catching that. The Wizard was going around the world.
Certainly, you could tell it was coming. You're going to see a highlight reel there if he's able to grab that one. Not able to, though, and Rush taking back over here with a full 30.
Walter, cross for Haley. Wanted the one-timer, ball's behind him. Wires flips it off for Dane Smith.
I think it's just a matter of time till Dane Smith nets 400. He's had a few chances so far in this one, sitting at 399.
Kluche for Smith. Inside feed, Scanlon's all alone. Stopped by Frank Chiliano.
You asked me earlier, Cody, what am I noticing more to Frank Chiliano as we went to half? A lot more athletic saves for Frank. He's getting down that hockey-style butterfly, which is not easy to do, especially wearing full lacrosse gear.
Austin Shanks over the corner. Full shot clock to work with. 3 righties out there. Mans has it in the far corner. He'll wheel it up. Austin Shanks now. 2 defenders getting that shot late. Now it's Mans to the middle. Bouncer goes off the crossbar. Oh, that'll peel some paint off the pipe, and it bounces all the way back into Rush territory.
Yeah, he might have had a little bit on that one, as that one almost makes its way down into the Rush bench. What a shot there by Zach Mans.
Well, he put one bar down in that second quarter. This one goes bar out. Austin Shanks on the roll. Finds Ryan Keenan. Keenan takes a cross check from Dooley. Trying to get bottom side. He'll fade his way across. Triolo now bobbles it. 10 seconds for Shanks to play with. Zawada sets the pick. Austin Shanks now far side trying to float one. Vince knew where he was going. Here's Ryan Keenan driving. Shot clock about to expire. No dunk attempt opportunity, and Keenan takes a big hit down low. Well, both defenses locking it in here. Still 5-3. Where were we at recess? Off to immediate timeout on Co-op Field.
NLL Box Out with Mackey and Coop. It's the league's new podcast. Your home for player interviews, expert analysis, and all things NLL. Twice a week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Saskatchewan's upcoming schedule brought to you by Hotel Planner. Heading off for a couple of games here. Georgia a week from today, then it's Halifax. Followed up by Colorado, Calgary at home. Then it's off to Colorado for a Sunday matinee, and then back to finish off the season against the Ottawa Black Bears.
Love that we're getting close to the end of the regular season. This has been such a great season. You can even just tell, like, look at the records of all those teams there, Cody. All those 6- and 5-win teams that the Rush get to see, all in the mix still as we start the march to May.
Burns got one in the game. That pass got blocked by Holden Garland. Adam Jay's got the loose ball, and Jay wants to run with it. 2 goals this season for Adam Jay. Not afraid to go in transition, and I think in his second season in green, you can just tell the confidence is there. I mean, he's a heck of a player, and now the Ontario product is making his home in green. Zach Mans with it. Just ripped one off the crossbar last shift out. Down for Brock Haley. Haley now, little toe drag inside, trying to cut to the middle. Haley ended up almost tucking it short side there. A little bit of room. Matt Vince ends up making the save, though.
The opportunity created there. Holden Garland stayed on for a stay-in play as he was banging bodies in front there. That gave Haley the lane to go to the net, but Matt Vince up to the task.
Dane Smith with it. Defended by Barnable. Smith inside feed, intended for Buchanan. Luce in the corner, pushed in by Boudreau. Buchanan sets the seal. Kluche over to Smith. One-on-one with Barnable, 5 to shoot. Smith now, pass got knocked down, got it back, saved by Chiliano.
The off-speed shot, sometimes a bit of a tricky one for the goaltender. Chiliano able to adjust, come up with another big save there.
Boudreau hands it off for Mans. Mans over the restraining line. One-on-one with Dawson. Mans now has Shanks. Near boards. Shanks down low, intended for Walter. Takes a cross-check in his back, still stays on his feet though. Cross for Haley. Haley outside look. That's underneath Vince, but he sits on it in that hockey-style butterfly.
Went through 2 sets of legs there, Thomas Whitty and Matt Vince, but the stick there for Vince. Another big save there. We're still waiting our first goal here of the third quarter, Cody.
Burns gonna drive. Pushed by Messenger. Inside feed. Nanako's there and he scores. Dehoga Nanako cuts the lead in half.
The Wizard doing wizard things in space, makes a couple stick fakes and able to put it behind Frank Shiliano. When Nanako, he has the ball, you have to respect he's going in that, and he's going to come up with something. Such a high-skill player with the stick, able to take it up top, go sideways in an awful hurry, and no chance there for Frank Shiliano. If you've got Nanako in front of the net like that with time, he's usually coming out on top there. That is 13th of the year.
93rd career goal for Nanako. Former Albany Stars, Connor Farrell scoops up the loose ball, and then he's pushed to the turf by Jake Naso. Should be over and back on Buffalo. Oh, they'll say that Naso was the one who actually knocked it back, though. Dane Smith now, sitting on 399 goals in his career. Smith up top, McKay lets it fly. Save made by Shiliano. Loose ball grabbed by Jake Boudreau. He's got to avoid the crease. Stripped up by Buchanan. Seat of his pants, he airmails one. This one's going to go off the end glass. Mike Messenger runs up on it. Dunk attempt. Save made by Vince.
Like that attempt by Mike Messenger. He looked back to the bench, saw nobody was coming for help as it was a bit of a broken play. Tries to slam dunk it on Vince, but Vino having no part of it.
Goaltenders locking it down. Shots are 28 apiece here on Co-op Field. Kluche. Outside, Fraser. Fraser now. Bouncer. Save made by Shiliano. Garland has it in the crease.
Buffalo now pressuring every single time Saskatchewan has the ball deep in their own end, looking to try to create a turnover off the 8-second count.
Extra effort there by Holden Garland to get over to the midway points with the 8-second counts coming to a close. Captain Ryan Keenan, second year wearing the letter on his chest. Mance up top. Keenan, little spin down, flips it. Haley, defender all over him. Haley now, that shot got blocked by Wires. Weiss up the floor. Keenan's back on defense. Paul Dawson's with Weiss as well. Dane Smith now. A couple of defenders out there on offense. Dawson will change. Weiss will stay. Smith, room to let it fly. A couple of moves. It ends up behind the net.
When Smith starts bringing out the fakes like that, you tell it is a full fire sale for the Saskatchewan defense. Just get bodies on him, and that's what created the missed shot.
Austin Shakes, a quiet game for him so far. Backdoor feed, Walters there, stopped by Vince. Oh, Matt Vince going right to left, denies Clark Walter.
The goalie show taken over here in this third quarter. We had 8 goals in the first half, just 1 so far in the third quarter as the defenses and the 2 goaltenders have stepped up big.
Byrne, Scanlon takes it. Save made by Frank Shiliano. Scanlon played for the Langley Thunder this past summer. A couple of summers ago, Frank Shiliano was between the pipes for that team before opting to take the Senior B route in Saskatchewan with Standing Buffalo. Here's Austin Shanks with it. 33 in green, has 20 goals this season. Brock Haley back for Mance. Walter out there. Weiss defense. Mance to the middle. Shotgun blocked again. And Dawson up the floor. Fraser's got 2 in the game. 15 on the season. Nanako passes behind him. This will end up being over and back, and Jake Boudreau's got a breakaway. Oh, they're gonna blow it down because of the media timeout. If you're the Rush, you're frustrated. If you're the refs, you made the right call. 5-4 is the score. Dehoga Nanako has the latest. We got a barn burner on Co-op Field. The next NLL Friday night on TSN, set as Toronto visits Halifax at 6:30 Eastern on Friday, followed by Calgary visiting Buffalo at 6:30 Eastern for a special Saturday edition. Don't miss the action on TSN.
And one player that's been standing out tonight, standing out all season for the Saskatchewan Rush, has been Matt Hossack. His second time in green and white. They picked him up in the dispersal draft from Panther City. He leads the league in caused turnovers, and this is the thing that I find wild, Cody, on top of 18 shots blocked. He has not committed a single minor penalty in causing 26 turnovers. That's incredible for somebody who, in my opinion, should be Defender of the Year.
Well, and the Rush were only credited with 1 in their last game. Going back, I think there's about 4 that Matt Hossack probably could have been credited with. Rush offense on the floor. Triolo slings it for Shanks. Down to Mans in the corner. Mans, one-on-one. Cuts back, inside feed, trying to hit Zawada, who is cutting down low. Paul Dawson taken away.
Zawada in as Robert Church is out on this one, not with the team this weekend. Zawada opened the scoring here. He's got 3 goals in 3 career games.
Sam LaRue and Lucas Nielsen are the scratches for Buffalo. Byrne has it in the corner. Bandits down by 1 here on the road. 4-0 on enemy territory this season. Byrne, big windup, got to the middle, and it's behind Chiliano. Oh, it's a late goal call. Well, the ref will say that one tinkled the twine, and we're tied at 5.
Yeah, a bit of a strange one there, as it does very clearly. We see it in-house here at SaskTel Center. And you're going to look on your TV screen right now. Josh Byrne he shoots that one low to high. Chiliano catches enough of it to get it spinning, but not enough to keep it out of the back of the net. And Buffalo, so far, the only 2 goals of the third quarter. And now we are all square again, Cody. The battle continues between the top 2 teams in the league. Yeah, that one clearly in as we get a second look at it. Just took a minute for the goal call.
Farrell gets the Bandits possession and everything running through 22 in white so far. He was MVP for a reason. Josh Byrne with it again. Kluchek sets the seal. Outside for Fraser. Fraser now trying to cut through a double team. He still has the ball in his stick though. Flips it, kicked off. Going the other way is Ryan Barnable. Shanks is off the bench. Barnable's up the floor. Barnable steps down into one and Fraser soaks it.
Great effort to stay back by Chase Fraser there and then wear that one and Barnable in transition.
Austin Shanks, low bouncer, goes wide, and that ends up in row 3, but they'll say it was off of Vince. Triolo down for Shanks. Walters on the restraining line. Finds Mance. Triolo now. Shot cut. Stopped by Vince. Rebound for Haley. Couldn't get enough of it.
Third quarter's been the Matt Vince show. Another outstanding save there for the Buffalo netminder. He's completely shut down the Rush offense.
8-time goalie of the year for a reason. Garlett now. Strips Smith of the ball. Kid the third has the loose ball, and he ups one for Mike Messenger. Messenger now has Dean Smith on the back check. He'll whip it over to Ryan Keenan. Shanks back for Keenan. Keenan's going to drive. Trying to go short side again on Matt Vince. Might be the scout they're seeing, but it's clearly not dropping so far tonight. 5-5's the score. Mans with it. Dean Smith back on defense. Mans cuts back, Shanks inside feed. Zawada's there, and he's denied by Vince.
Another great save by Matt Vince. And again, Zawada trying to go short side, but nothing doing.
Austin Shanks has it again. Mike Triolo's the 5th forward off the bench. Fresh legs out there. Shanks now wants to shoot this one. Got deflected by Dawson. Vince makes a save. Dean Smith now, extended shift for him. He'll go off for a change as he gives way. Nanico, one-on-one with Boudreau. He tried back his way in, and he scores. Nanico goes short side, and the Bandits have a lead.
He's so good in tight, Cody. That's why they call him the Wizard. One of those guys, a lot of Buffalo players don't need a ton of time and space, and they don't need the big windup like a lot of guys in the league to get off a hard, accurate shot. Nanticoke this time just goes amongst the chaos of all the players. Nobody picks him up after a good seal, and he goes up over the right shoulder, Frank Chiliano. And Buffalo now on a 3-goal run, and they have retaken the lead here to the dismay of thousands at SaskTel Center.
That's Chase Fraser, 6'3" forward, 200+ pounds, setting the pick on 2 defenders. That opens up the space for Nanticoke. He paints the top corner. Naso, Farrell going at it. Jake Naso pops it out. Holden Garland on the logo, jogs it up in the rush offense. That's been silent this entire second half. Looks to find a spark. Clark Walter for Triolo. Quick shot, misses. Walter has it again. He'll drive inside. Bouncer goes over the net. Mans now pushed out by Wires. Mans has to fix his helmet here. 5 on the shot clock. Penalty upcoming against Buffalo. Zawada shot. That got blocked. Backdoor feed. Oh my goodness. Matt Vince backdoor robs Clark Walter.
I think he's seen that on tape a time or two. That is Clark Walter's favorite spot to go, and the Matt Vince show continues here, Cody. He's been absolutely absurdly good in this third quarter. Get a second look here at this save as Matt Vince, 8-time goaltender of the year, sliding across, getting the body up in front and making it look easy.
Oh, it's off the side of the net.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. I thought
hey, credit him for getting
that. That's right. He was there. I mean, even if that's on goal, I think Vince is there. So he still picks up the cool points for it.
They might have credited him with the save, too. Hey, I'll get it. He was there. Rush back to the power play. 1 for 4 so far tonight. Brock Haley has it. Lefty strong look. Ryan Keenan's up top, and that passes over his head. And it'll be Bandits possession shorthanded. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Buffalo has 6 shorties this season. Ian McKay has 3 of them.
Well, Smith and Byrne are out there as Buffalo can kind of take their time and wait if Saskatchewan's not going to come after them and just let Dane Smith get a shot off here.
Well, the shot clock's turned off. They won't go 5-on-5 though. They'll just leave it with Byrne. Byrne has 2 shorthanded goals this season. A little inside feed. Buchanan was there. The shot is just a little over the crossbar. Now the Rush won't get a set up the power play because quarter number 3 has come to a close. The Buffalo Bandits, as we expected, are storming back here in SaskTel Center. Nanticoke has 2. Byrne had 1 in that third quarter. They lead 6-5. Heading into quarter number 4 here in SaskTel Center. It's the Buffalo Bandits up 6-5 on the Saskatchewan Rush. Take a look at scoring by quarter. Buffalo had 3 in that third. The Rush held scoreless. As for fourth quarters this season, the Bandits 41 goals for. This is through 9 games for Buffalo. 21 against. That's a +20 goal differential. The Rush 39 goals for, 24 against through 11 games. That's +15. Top 2 teams in fourth quarter goal differential.
Well, we've got a battle here in the fourth. Buffalo up 6-5. Currently on a 3-goal run after a 3-0 third quarter. So they've taken over here. The Buffalo defense, fast, physical, strong. They've been able to shut the Rush offense down. So the Rush gonna need a spark, but hey, we're still in for one heck of a fourth quarter if those stats mean anything, Cody.
Naso face-off win. He's now 9 for 15 this evening. Keenan, give and go with Shanks. Keenan, down low. Haley scans the floor. Shanks, a little bit of a wheel, finds Haley. Up top for Shanks. Keenan takes that shot, trying to go short side again on Matt Vince. He seals the post. 35 left to go in the power play. Shanks has Mans up top. Mans has a power play goal already. Shanks back to Keenan. Keenan pump fake. Another save by Matt Vince. Vince now up to 29 saves in the contest. Rush still have 20 seconds on this power play. Shanks, Keenan, walk down. Walter, quick stick. That's 1. Keenan's going to keep this one in. Back to 5-on-5 though. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Keenan, step down. That one got soaked by Wires. Shanks has it. Trying to go back for Walter. Let's see, he cut through the crease and tried to play it.
You can tell this Buffalo team, on top of being strong and athletic, does their homework. It's like they're getting to the Rush players a second before they know what they're doing. It's Vince coming over with the save there, seeing Clark Walter open. It's the cross-crease passes. They know it's coming.
Josh Byrne now got to the middle. Chiliano with the save. McClellan now. He'll kick this one up for Jared Smith. Smith had 4 goals, 13 points last season. Has been dealing with an upper body injury this year, though. In and out of the lineup. Off for Mike Triolo. Triolo now trying to pull it short side again. This bounces wide. Haley has it. 13 to go in the quarter. Josh Zawada, 1 goal in the game. Zawada now. That bouncer's punched out by Vince.
His ability to read those shots is just incredible. Bouncers are usually such a tricky one for goaltenders. Not only is Vince getting there, he's controlling the rebound as well.
Ian McKay lets it go in way of Josh Byrne. For Fraser, outside look. Chiliano makes that save. The rebound kept in the slot for Mike Messenger.
Chiliano up to his 29th save of the evening. Most of them of a very difficult variety, keeping his team in this one.
Austin Shanks now. He'll try and go far side. Scope just a little off for Austin Shanks tonight. Zach Mance up top. Keenan, his shot misses as well. Ball bounces to the Rush bench where they'll give way for Buffalo here. Up 6-5. They've scored 4 straight goals since that second quarter.
The Rush got to go back to making athletic plays to get around this Buffalo defense. They were doing it well in the first half, but so far most of the opportunities coming from outside here.
Dane Smith now to the middle. Bounces it off the end boards. No reset. Burn for Kluche. Kluche's on the roll. Save made by Chiliano, and he'll outlet one for Jared Smith. Smith is going to run. Pulls it back as the forward's a little slow to get out there, and Buffalo again reverse transition, one of the quickest in the team, especially when you're sending Ian McKay out the back gate. Triolo. Triolo now. Just wanted to flip this one down. No dunk attempt either. Flips it for Mance. Mance, 5-hole scores! Oh, that feels like it cracked a seal. We're tied at half a dozen.
The Rush have been shooting and shooting and shooting, and Matt Vince has been up to the task every single time. But I think that's one the Bandits goalie is gonna want back, as that just goes betwixt the legs there. Zach Mann steps into one from close range. Not an easy save at all, but that's been Matt Vince's specialty, coming up those big saves. As he looked behind him, you could tell he wasn't thrilled to see that one go behind him. But that, more importantly, breaks up a Buffalo 4-goal run for Saskatchewan and brings us back to even in the battle for first.
Oh, it's an absolute heavyweight tilt. And getting to talk to coaches beforehand, funny enough, they both had very similar lines where it comes down to, yeah, we want to beat them tonight because we want to make sure we don't have to play them in playoffs until the finals, which is funny enough that both teams are thinking that far ahead.
Well, the way both these clubs have looked all season, Cody, you definitely don't want to run into one of these in the playoffs until you absolutely have to.
Man's down for Keenan. Shanks will sling it for Zawada. Josh Zawada down for Shanks. Shanks trying to go far side, goes off of Vince. The reset should come here. Oh, they'll say that didn't hit Vince, I guess. And Ian McKay has it on the half wall. McKay's pass up to Byrne. We'll have to regroup on the restraining line. Smith is off the bench as the 5th forward. Byrne back to Fraser. Fraser now. Little fake, rips that one off the far pipe. Shot back to Byrne like a pass. Reset comes. Bandits and Rush tied at 6. Dane Smith now. They'll try and drive down low. Garland pushes him back, inside feed, goes off of a body. McKay has it in the corner. 15 on the shot clock. Jared Smith will defend. McKay, one hand on his stick. A wild whip, misses the mark. Byrne off the rebound, stumped by Chiliano.
Great save, Frank Chiliano keeping this one square. What about the play of Chase Fraser out there banging bodies, creating opportunities, nearly with the hat-trick goal.
Not a liked player in the league per Lex Smith. But he's doing his job, and the Bandits love him for it. Here's Triolo up top. Haley lets it fly. Save made by Vince. Now Mike Triolo on the back check. Got the ball on the turf. Now it's up to someone to scoop it. Wires kicks it back. Triolo has his helmet knocked off by Priolo.
And they're going to blow it dead because Triolo played it with his helmet off.
Haley took a shot up high as well. They haven't exactly pointed in one direction. I believe it'll be rush ball when we come back. But Zach Mans has the latest. He also has 4 in the game. 6-6 on Co-op Field.
And it's a milestone night for Dane Smith. We mentioned it off the top. One of the best to ever do it, and I would say the best righty in the league right now. The best righty forward, that is now 10th all-time in league scoring as he passed Gary Gate with an assist on the last Bandits goal. Another guy having, well, not quite the career of Dane Smith, but the most dangerous player out there for the Saskatchewan Rush tonight, that being Zach Mans. Zach Mans has taken this team on his back. He's got a 4-goal game going so far in this one, also scooping up 7 loose balls. He's shooting 50%. He's got 8 shots on goal. We take a look at all 4 of his goals. Of course, we knew somebody was going to have to step up big tonight as Robert Church is not with the club this evening. Zach Mans has taken this team on his back, and he's the biggest reason why we have ourselves a 6-6 game. Zach Mans 4 goals, Dane Smith's 4 assists, and also Dane Smith, we could still see more magic out of Dane Smith tonight as he needs just 1 goal for his 400th of his career.
Zach Mans passed the 100 goal mark in his career now too. He's got 102 for number 2. Has the rock right now for Saskatchewan. Offense on the floor, tied at 6. Austin Shanks now. Peels back. Has got picked off by Paul Dawson. Shanks now trying to force a turnover. Dawson's going to run with it. Paul Dawson up the floor, stopped by Frank Chiliano.
Good job there of Zach Mans. We just talked about him, all the goal scoring he's been doing, but he stayed with Dane Smith all the way back, because I'm pretty sure if you're the Rush, you'd rather see Paul Dawson shooting, no offense to Mr. Dawson, ahead of Dane Smith.
Hey, Paul Dawson was 100% shooting percentage going into that one there. First time he's been stopped all season. He's 2 for 2. Now a push got called on Saskatchewan. It'll be Buffalo ball. Belter. Up top for Burnt on the logo. 8:40 left to go here. Saskatchewan, Buffalo in a barn burner. Kluche for Nanacoke. Kluche to Buchanan. Smith. Cross for Burnt. Pass coming in hot. 5 to shoot. Burn now driving. Has a lane to the net. Chiliano falls on it.
Teams trying to go low on Frank Chiliano. That's kind of been where most teams aim for all season long. Frank's been well aware of it. He's dropped in that butterfly more times tonight than I think I've seen all season, Cody.
Austin Shanks with it up top for Ryan Keenan. Back for Shanks. Awkward angle. Austin Shanks now trying to drive inside. Austin Shanks attempts to go fine for it. Won't go.
Every member of the Buffalo defense buys in. They get to their guys quick. They're all over them. It's so hard to get any clean looks against Buffalo.
Fraser. Up top for Burnt. Pick got set by Fraser. Down for Dane Smith. Smith now. He'll cut to the middle. Kicks it back. Burnt. Far side. Buchanan scores. Tic-tac-toe. The Bandits are up 7-6.
What a great exhibition of passing by the Buffalo Bandits. Smith, Byrne, Buchanan. Wow. Every time you think they found all the ways to score, they find another beautiful goal, little tic-tac-toe. 3 extremely skilled forwards, and Buffalo back in the lead in this one. Just an exhibition of passing there. Good job by Buchanan. Again, coming from that spot behind the net where the Rush have had some struggles picking up the man sometimes. He emerges on the other side and buries.
Well, that's the issue. He got free. You're going to give him space like that. Open one-timer. It's probably going to put it across the goal line. Buchanan does the job, and the Bandits are up by 1.
Well, every one of these Buffalo forwards can shoot and pass. Nobody's one-dimensional in this offense, which is what makes it so dangerous.
Smith, back for McKay. McKay now. Bobbled it for a second, 5 to shoot. Dane Smith, little cut step inside. Kluchik from distance. Denied by Frank Chiliano.
Good job there by Matt Hossack, one-on-one with Dane Smith, keeping him to the outside and taking the danger out of the shot.
Josh Zawada, goal and assist so far this evening. Third NLL game for the youngster of Raleigh, North Carolina. Brock Haley for Walter. Down low, intended for Zach Mance. Ball still on the ground. Clark Walter has it inside feet. Zawada's there and it's off the post. Centimeters away from tying it up at 7.
Zawada was throwing his arms up. He knew he had Vince beat, but couldn't beat the post on that one.
And it's offense will go for a run. Byrne drive it as Scanlon with him. All the way up top. Dane Smith let it fly. Save made by Chiliano. Rebound was a juicy one, and Connor McClelland sends it over to Jared Smith. Smith is going to push the pace. Keenan's off the bench. Back for Jared Smith, and it's behind him. Foot race for it. Ian McKay's got fresh legs. McKay now, one-on-one with Messenger, decides to use the shot clock here. Buffalo up by 1, happy to kill the clock. Dane Smith flips it. Nanticoke all alone, and he's denied.
Again, the things he can do with a stick in tight, just he's the magician for a reason. Good save there, Frank Chiliano.
Hossack, 2 goals, 11 assists so far this year. Leaves way for the offensive experts. Zach Mance. Pushed back by Belter and Dawson. Mance again. Short side. Just goes over the net. Triolo has it again. Low shot. Vince makes a stop.
Mance got taken to the floor after that shot pretty hard. You can see him sliding across the neon green turf here at SaskTel Center. Buffalo's picked it up. He's on a heater. Don't give him space anymore.
Less than 5 to go now in regulation. Smith inside. Pass got knocked down by Boudreau. Smith has it again. Back for Buchanan. Buchanan looking for more. This one's going to be over and back as Woody will have to step on it on the logo. And with 4:40 left to go in the final frame, Bandits in rush. Kyle Buchanan has the latest for Buffalo. Puts them up 7-6 on Co-op Field.
The assist of the game is brought to you by Eero. And this one was not too hard to pick tonight. The last Bandits goal, a thing of beauty. Not only did it put them up 7-6, but it's going to fill your highlight reel. Little move by Dane Smith. How about over Josh Byrne? How about to Buchanan to the back of the net? Tic-tac-toe. That's your Eero assist of the game. Just a great goal to put the Bandits up 7-6 in the battle for first place in the league standings. Cody, we knew this was going to be a battle. I thought it was going to be like a 14-15 kind of battle. Instead, 7-6 here in the dying minutes.
Well, we got a lot more lacrosse left to go, though. 4:30 here. Clark Walter with it. Rush possession. Triolo's out of the corner. Triolo spins inside. He's stopped by Vince. And they'll say Wires caught it and step back in the crease.
It's a good break for Saskatchewan. They need a little bit of momentum there. What a save again by Matt Vince. Like, just feels like after every rush possession, I'm talking about how good he's been tonight, stealing the show.
3 lefties on the floor. Keenan's out of the corner. Cross for Zawada. Zawada back to Mance. Mance short side. That got stopped by Vince. Rebounds on the turf as Triolo scoops it up. Extended shift. Triolo and Zawada. 2 righties out there. Clark Walter, 10 points in his last 2 games. Down for Triolo when he bobbled the pass from Zawada. Back the other way go the Bandits. Justin Martin up the floor. Fraser's off the bench. Martin inside, and he scores. Oh, this one is across the goal line. Justin Martin Well, we'll see if we get a review on it. Ref calls it a good goal, and if that stands, Buffalo's up 8-6.
I think it's going to stand, Cody. Chiliano right now is down to my left. I had a really clean look at that, and you could definitely see the ball in behind the white goal line. I might be 200 feet up here at Saskatchewan Center, but there is definitely black between the white as we're getting the in-house reviews. I don't think we're going to see a challenge. I'm certain that one's in.
Well, there's the challenge flag. I think they're saying it's half challenge, half timeout here. You're down by 2 if it counts, and now you get to, especially when your offense is already missing their top player in Robert Church. Now you get a chance to get a second look at this. You give your offense a breather. You give Jake Naso a breather. And you say, hey, we're going to need to. Here's the play call.
Well, and I think you're right, Cody, on exactly that. Plus, this is not going to be a short review. I got a really good angle at it from where I'm at Saskatchewan Center, but there is no camera attached to my glasses tonight. So we are going to go to the in-house looks. We're going to get a bunch of looks at it. The one thing that is going to go against it certainly is going to be that it's called a goal on the floor. They just showed the in-house review, which I know we're going to have here on our broadcast. It looks like a good goal. You can see Chase Fraser kind of blocks it off, but you can definitely see here, yeah, great job by our broadcast crew here. There's the shot, and it kind of goes behind Fraser for a minute, and as he lifts his arm up, you can see pretty clearly that is ball across goal line, and that is the exact angle. It might not have a camera in my glasses, Cody, but wherever that camera shoots from it's real close right there to the angle I had at that. So definitely call the goal on the floor. We got a great look at it. We're going to take a look at the overhead, but I think that angle there, as soon as Fraser puts his arms up, is everything you need to confirm that this is a good goal.
Yeah, you just need conclusive evidence that it didn't cross the line, and I don't think we have seen that yet.
No, certainly. There's
Unless there's an
definitely
18th angle that we have not seen, I believe this one's going to count to the Bandits will go up by 2.
Certainly, and it's funny how much time that ball spent behind Chase Fraser. It's him celebrating that ball going in, and the movement of his arms is what gives us the definitive angle. So, good job, long-lost cousin Chase.
After review, the call on the floor stands. We have a good goal. Saskatchewan charged with a timeout.
So as you mentioned, though, Cody, you're probably looking to call a timeout to settle everybody down here. Let's not forget, without Church, this is a really young lineup for Saskatchewan, especially with those righties, right? You got Shanks, he's a veteran. Triolo, he's older, but has only played in the league regularly for the last couple of years. And then you got the 2 rookies in Zawada and Haley. So calm them down, draw them something up. If they get the ball back, you got a pretty good chance to get it back here with Jake Naso, who's been real good against Farrell.
The Rushers still pretty hot there. I don't think they're happy that it was the ref on the far side making that call, who didn't have a clear lane to see where it was. Now Frank Chiliano's in a foot race with McKay. Loose ball scooped up by Garland. Ball up for Matt Hossack, and Frank Chiliano slowly making his way to the bench. Now he'll come. They'll go 6-on-5. Buffalo, no stranger to close games. Their last 3 have all been decided by 1 goal. Zawada out for Keenan. Keenan's going to drive. Scanning the floor, 5 to shoot. Keenan, 1 too many moves, it ends up on the turf. Walter has it, 1 to shoot, and bounces that one after the shot clock had already expired.
So this is where you're going to see Buffalo just go into absolute shutdown mode on defense. Keep everything to the outside. Don't let anybody make an athletic play on you, and if they do, the other man's going to slide over. So this is going to be a masterclass in defense here by the Bandits.
Buchanan down for Smith. Smith across to Burnt. Burnt trying to drive on Messenger. Pushed out Buchanan. Wrong side of the road, has to hand it right off again. Burnt. Looking down low for Fraser. Couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Now it's on the turf, and Jake Boudreau has 4 caused turnovers already in this game. He's been an absolute menace back there.
Buffalo letting the shot clock run out to make sure that they've got their guys out there, and music gets cranked up in here at Saskatchewan Center. You see a lot of communication before the rush go to work. That's what Buffalo's doing a great job of.
6-on-5. Chiliano's on the bench. Rush down by 2. Mance for Austin Shanks. Backdoor. Keenan, quick stick. Save made by Matt Vince. Bandits are going to have a chance at the outlet. Weiss, empty net to look at, and he scores. Icing on the cake for Nick Weiss, and it's 9-6 Bandits.
The game Nick Weiss has had, he deserves a goal. He deserves something on the score sheet for sure, Cody. He's been unbelievable on D and in transition for Buffalo tonight. Good to see him get to cap it off with a goal there on the empty net. As you see Thomas Kajzek trying to leap in front of that one and make the stop. Not quite able to do so. Weiss with the goal. Good goal confirmed, and he's got his 4th of the season. But he's been so good defensively for Buffalo tonight. 6 loose balls and 2 caused turnovers. And a little bit of a cherry on top of the great game Sunday with the empty netter.
Cam Wires, he'll head up the floor. He's probably blocked 5+ shots tonight. Tough as a $2 steak. Cam Wires, first round pick for a reason. Here's Dane Smith, still goalless in this one, but his impact has surely been felt in the assist column. 2 on the shot clock. Finds Buchanan. Ball grabbed by Chiliano. He'll throw it over to Hasek.
What a job Buffalo has done tonight. The Rush have managed to hold Dane Smith without a goal through almost the entire game. They just find different ways to score.
Austin Shanks now on the roll. Keenan, his pass got picked off by McKay, drops it, and Triolo rings one off the pipe. McKay grabs it now. John Tavares and company are going to use their timeouts.
Don't hate the call here to use the timeout, of course. Calm everything down. Getting a little chaotic there with the Triolo shot off the bar. And I mean, crazier things have happened. This is lacrosse. You could see 3 goals in the final minute 6, especially with the night that Jake Naso has had, winning 11 out of 18 faceoffs against Connor Farrell. And I mean, that's been a fun battle to watch all night, Cody. But every time I see this Buffalo team, whether it's, you know, you're watching the games on your couch or whether right here, it's just incredible the way that they can take over, control the game, control the flow. And like I alluded to, you took Dane Smith's goal scoring out of this one. Okay, no problem. We'll just find other guys to bury it.
Yeah, and it's been a battle out there. A lot of bodies flying around. You're going to look at the side of this physical contest for first place.
You knew that's what we were going to see. You've got 2 teams that, although the rivalry's not quite there, these are 2 teams that have had incredible games against each other. And if you're the Rush, you know, you're the young team going up against this Buffalo Bandits team. You know, Buffalo's a bit more of a veteran squad, you know, the 2-time champions. They are the litmus test for you, right? How can you play against the best team in the league, the guys that have the trophy, right? So for the Rush, I thought their first half was great. Second half, Buffalo just went, nah, you're not scoring anymore. Matt Vince is proving why, again. He is the best goaltender in league history, bar none. He's been unbelievable tonight, holding the Rush to only 1 goal.
23 saves.
Unbelievable.
In the second half for Matt Vince.
Unbelievable.
Rush going 6-on-5 here to cause a turnover. Boudreau for Hasek. Hasek up top. Boudreau now step down. Save made. Hasek on the rebound. Scores. Number 3 on the season for Matt Hasek, and the lead's down to 2.
Still some time here. Don't quite exit your seats. Turn the TV off. Rush go full pressure there and just create chaos with 3 transition guys. Matt Hasek is Johnny on the spot, or Matty on the spot, and puts it behind Vince. And the Rush with a little bit of late life here. 52.5 seconds left. Only down 2, of course, the automatic review coming. But now, how big does this face-off become? Because if you're the Rush, you got to think you got to win the next 2 draws. You gotta win one, you gotta score, you gotta win the draw again.
Naso's 11 for 19 tonight.
This is something that plagued Saskatchewan last year until Jake Naso got here. But to me, I wouldn't be shocked to see Connor Farrell step up here. He knows the moment, or at least you're gonna see a battle between these 2 guys, because a good war on the dot is gonna kill time for Buffalo, and that's exactly what they want.
After the call on the floor stands, you have a good goal.
As expected, good goal, and we head to the face-off dot. Naso and Farrell here. Rush down by 2 with 52 seconds to go. Never say never. battle ensues. Naso's got the clamp. Ball popped free, and Nick Weiss scoops it up. Now the Rush trying to knock it free.
We got a call coming.
Now they're going to give Buffalo a timeout, I believe. Maybe the last one wasn't an official timeout for them. Nonetheless, someone's going to get the timeout. Would assume it's Buffalo, and they'll drop a plan to run around for 30 seconds.
Watch them run around, play a little keep away here with the 2-goal lead still intact. Now, if you're Saskatchewan, you're just basically throwing everybody you can at the ball carrier, trying to cause a turnover here and create some chaos. If you're ever Buffalo, Cody, do you go 6-on-6 here? Do you do it? We've seen 6-on-6 in this building backfire in a spectacular fashion a few years ago.
Yeah, not with a 2-goal lead here. I think you probably just give it to someone like Ian McKay and tell him to run. Maybe Dane Smith back there, you give him the ball. I mean, listen, they got one of the most athletic teams in the league. You might as well use that to your advantage.
1,000,000%. And I mean, you got the big bodies, you got guys like Smith. Again, everybody's just huge on this Buffalo. That's the other thing, too, is like they're all big and they're all fast. And Smith knows what he's doing. He's a veteran now. He knows how to evade the double teams.
Rush just want the ball in the air. Ends up in the corner. Messenger trying to battle to grab it. Burns down. Garland has it in the crease. Now the Rush have to go quick. 30 seconds left, down by 2. Matt Hossack sprints up the floor. Burns back on defense. Keenan has it. Down low for Mance. Mance to Walter. Shotgun off. Vince makes the save. Dawson has the loose ball.
Nice scoop by Dawson as that one was tracking towards Vince's shoulders with some English. Never know what happens there.
Josh Byrne now on the half wall, floats it over to Kyle Buchanan, and that's the ball game. Buffalo 5-0 on the road. An incredible second half performance, and they beat the Saskatchewan Rush 9-7 to hold on to top spot in the National Lacrosse League.
So impressive watching Buffalo. That is the one thing tonight. I know this Rush team has been great. They've been good. I don't even think they played too badly tonight. They got their opportunities, got their looks. It's just Matt Vince stole this one in the second half. Unbelievable. So many 10-bell saves there for Matt Vince. And also just watching this Buffalo defense, offense, everything work. They're just such a complete team, Cody. I don't know if I've ever seen a team this complete. They're well seasoned. Everybody can beat you. Like Dane Smith's held without a goal. And he just goes to
He was a phenomenal disher, though. 5
so good.
assists. Passes Gary Gate. Again, it was an incredible performance, but like, make this my official petition, get a 7-game series. Who wouldn't want to see this in the National Lacrosse League playoffs? I want to see this week in, week out, because the two heavyweights put on an absolute clinic here.
For sure.
And I think, you know, Josh Byrne was really impressive. 2 goals, 4 assists. Fraser had 2, Nanticoke had 2. But realistically, it does run through Dean Smith as we get a look at the standings here.
Buffalo will take over first place with their 9th win of the year. They're now 9-1 on the season, a .900 winning percentage. Saskatchewan drops to 9-3. Still a couple games clear of Georgia and the log jam that is 4th, all the way down to 11th at 5 wins. But with the man of the hour, Dane Smith, our boy, Omrin, he's down on the floor.
Dane, you guys stepped into enemy territory tonight. There was a lot of chatter about this surging Rush team. Was this a statement win for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. They're an unbelievable team. They're a great young team. They work really hard. We knew it wasn't going to be easy to come here. Every game we've played against them throughout my career, it's been a 1-goal game, and they gave us everything they got, and I think we'll probably see them again sometime.
Dane, I'm not sure if you know this, but actually after tonight's game, you've stepped into the top 10 in all-time NLL points. How does that feel for you?
I mean, those are cool. Championships are better at the end of the day, so I'm hoping to get one more of those.
And lastly, is there anything you can say about the way Matt Vince played today?
He's our backbone. He's the greatest goalie in the world for a reason. You know what? We make a lot of mistakes, and he saves us a lot. That's a great offense down there with Sask, and he stood on his head at the end. It was unbelievable.
Okay, thank you, Dane. Back to you, Cody.
Amran Wahi, what a job between the benches.
Oh, yeah.
A tip of the hat to him. First game looked like a seasoned veteran. Hey, for myself, Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Amran Wahidi, and everyone else, this has been an absolute pleasure. These two teams, as Dane Smith said, we hope they meet again. Final score tonight, 9-7. Bandits roll into Rush Nation and silence the crowd in the second half. Final score, 9-7. Produced by Jackson Farrow, directed by Beth McBride. It's been an NLL production in association with Dome Productions. Coordinating producer for the NLL, Scott Zelatoro. Manager of broadcast, Mike Pettit. Senior VP broadcast, Ed Durst. And the executive producer is Joel Felt.